I remember the white tiles beneath me, and then looking up and seeing it in all its glory, the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Really the house of Allah. For the first time in my life, it was there. And I was with my family, and I was just filled with this sense of like almost shock or euphoria, as if we didn't expect it to really see it, even though we knew we were going there. And I remember going down to the first floors and I started making tawaf. But I also have a very specific bad memory about that. Because I remember that same night, same umrah, same tawaf, I was still filled with the whispers of shaitan that had crippled my iman pretty much over the past, I don't know, 3, 4 years. And all of that was just manifesting itself there when I realized my heart still feels empty and I'm not as fulfilled as I want to be. And that was all because of the past few years, as I said, crippling my iman. But fast forward to today, and things are much better, and there's a reason for that, and it's not accidental, it's on purpose, and it's going to include all three of the things that I'm going to show you in this video today. If you've experienced similar weakness in iman, I'm here to tell you that there's a fix, there's a cure. You're not doomed. You can fix your iman. Because when I went to umrah that time, I was 16 years old. And 4 years later, I went to umrah again quite recently in the past year. And it was one of the best times of my life. I didn't feel any of those negative thoughts that I felt 4 years ago. It was amazing. And so in this video, I'm going to show you how I did that. All right, so the first step is quite simple, and that is to find or fix your circle. More importantly, find your circle. For me personally, the biggest thing, one of the biggest things that pulled me back to Allah, that made me a better Muslim over the past 4 or 5 years, was the fact that one of my best friends was one of the best Muslims I'd ever seen. He was so well versed with Islamic teachings, he just knew so much for his age, and still does, that I was almost surrounded by Iman in a sense, surrounded by knowledge. And if I didn't have him as a friend, I don't know where my Iman would be today. And so that is incredibly important that you have some level of Iman in your friend group. Because if you don't, it's not going to magically appear. You're going to be the average of your five closest friends. You've probably heard that saying before, but it is true. If your five closest friends don't even talk about Allah, do you think you're going to be talking about Allah? Maybe you are. Maybe the fact that you clicked on this video shows that you're seeking Allah, but you're better off trying to be in a group that already has a strong sense of Iman and Muslim brotherhood. So that is the first step. All right, number two is very important, and you will almost definitely look past it in the next few months if you don't pay attention, close attention to what I'm about to say. Limit useless input. And specifically, or most importantly, that comes in the form of music. You could be the best Muslim in the world. You could improve from now and the next 2 weeks and just become exponentially better Muslim in the next 2 weeks. But I guarantee you, if you suddenly start listening to 21 Savage and Future every time you go to the gym or every time you sit in a car, I guarantee you, you are going to start changing. There are going to be changes in your mindset about stuff. You're going to start viewing God differently. You're going to start viewing money differently. You're going to start viewing women differently. It's going to happen. And that's simply from the fact that you're passively listening to all this garbage. And you don't think it matters much, but it does. I've been there. I've experienced the changes that just listening to like a couple songs a day can do to you versus not listening to any music at all for like a week and then seeing how much you change out of nowhere. So it could end up starting as the smallest thing. You might end up just skipping the dua before going on a drive or something. But slowly but surely, your iman is going to be affected. So be careful who you lend your ears to. All right, this last one for me personally was probably the most effective and most important, and that's why I put it at the end. Because if you're watching it this far, it's going to mean a lot to you. And that is learn Arabic. And I know that is such a big task, and it seems like such an overwhelming thing that you've probably thought about doing in the past but never got to it. Well, I'm here to tell you you're starting now. I want you to grab your phone if you're not already on your phone, go to the Play Store and just turn off your brain and install an Arabic app. Install Duolingo, install Kalam, install one of these apps, just one of them, and just do one lesson today. And then do another lesson tomorrow and another lesson tomorrow. It will take like 2 to 5 minutes of your time. But I guarantee you that is taking action. That is doing something about it. Because me, I was in that spot. I just randomly one day just came across a Duolingo lesson on my computer, and I was like, oh, I wonder what this is like. I wasn't even interested in learning Arabic much at that time. Before I knew it, I had 100-day streak on this app. And I'm not saying Duolingo is the best app to learn Arabic, but it's just I'm not affiliated with Duolingo. I'm not saying it's the best app to learn Arabic. It's probably not even the most optimal for the Quran specifically, but it's something. And right now, chances are, if you're listening to this, you're not doing anything to learn Arabic really. And if you think about it, learning Arabic is the most effective way to improve your Iman because the Quran is in Arabic. And if you're reading it in English, you're not fully doing it justice. If you, to this day you have never understood the Quran in Arabic, how can you really say you've read the Quran? And so I would say take action on that right now. Like other stuff, like you can do it slowly over time, but learning Arabic, take action on it now. Something that I should be doing more of that as well. I've been slacking on it for a bit, but the stuff I have done has made a huge difference in my life already. So get to it. In summary, the three things that will help improve your Iman exponentially is number one, fix your circle. That means finding a circle with better Iman. Number two, limit your useless input, and specifically that comes in the form of music and could be other things as well, but music specifically. And most importantly, lastly, start learning Arabic. Just take action and just start learning Arabic. I hope, inshallah, that you see improvements in your Iman in the next few weeks, and I will see you in the next video.